Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for joining me today on my latest episode. As you can see, it's a podcast anyway, so sit back and relax, and I'll try to keep today's episode as short as possible anyway. If you're listening to it on a Wednesday night or a Thursday morning or whenever you're listening to this episode, hopefully you're all having a quality rest of your day, rest of your evening or whatnot. We've got a whole packed show. We're going to be talking about the young Dutch centre-back who Virgil van Dijk has been speaking about, his Dutch centre-back partner in Matthijs de Ligt. He's talked about a potential future move for the Dutch international to Liverpool anyway. Obviously the Ajax centre-back, that would be lovely, but I've got all the latest quotes on what Big Virgil's had to say about him. Then we go on to the other one that the Liverpool Echo I've picked up on today. I only got a little bit on it, but the main bit's out. But you can read in the full entirety of that story. Great read anyway. If you've got some spare time, go and check that out on Liverpool Echo. That's Andy Robinson's currently contract negotiations. There's been a lot of talk whether he will or whether he won't sign a new contract. Obviously he's got 3 years left on his contract, so it's a whole host of long time really to run on his contract, so there's no big rush really to get Andy signed up to a new contract. But got all the latest on that, on what's happening in terms of that, if there is a possible contract in the works. And then obviously for the final story really, to talk about the young winger Christian Pulisic, which we have talked. He's probably one of the most talked about non-Liverpool players on this channel anyway. We all love a good Christian Pulisic anyway story. So Liverpool target Christian Pulisic opens door to a Premier League dream move to the Premier League in the future. So I've got his quotes that have come out and originated in today's press conference. Obviously, if you're not aware, England will be playing against the USA this coming week in a friendly, and for some reason Wayne Rooney is going to be kicking off the game even though he's retired. I think every England fan or Liverpool fan, it's mad, it's absolutely mad. And I've got everyone's comments from the last video at the back end of this episode as well, everyone, so I will be reading them out. The absolute legends that have dropped comments. And thank you for everyone that got involved in the last episode. And welcome to the new subscribers. And you're absolute legends. And drop a like on the video if you are enjoying this episode anyway. Really does go a long way. But first, we'll get straight into the Ajax defender de Ligt on Liverpool transfer radar, says Virgil van Dijk. So we'll get straight into this. Obviously, Virgil van Dijk believes highly rated Ajax defender Matthijs de Ligt is already on Liverpool's radar, but insists he hasn't told Jurgen Klopp to sign him. The 19-year-old centre-back has attracted interest from a whole host of top clubs around Europe with his performances for the Eredivisie outfit this season. Virgil van Dijk has been massively impressed by the development of de Ligt, who is his defensive partner for the Netherlands. He goes on to quote Virgil, "He is already very far, especially at his age. A good defender, a good boy, calm, knows what he wants, and hopefully he makes the right choices in the next steps in terms of his career." Asked about the prospects of de Ligt joining him at Anfield, Virgil van Dijk said, "He will be on a list. They have enough scouts at the club. If they need my opinion at Liverpool, I'll give it." So just before we can finish the story, I'd absolutely love him, everyone. If you've not seen him, I've seen brief highlights anyway, but he's a very calm, composed centre-back. He's very tall, obviously still 19, and Virgil van Dijk, he's played alongside him for the last, I think, 2 seasons now in the international setup. He broke in de Ligt when he was 18. Obviously, he's been playing for Ajax for a very long time. He's one of the prodigies in the Ajax academy anyway, but he goes on to conclude, "Everyone let me know your thoughts if you would like this transfer to happen in the future. Probably will come a bit cheaper than Big Virgil anyway, but he will come with a big transfer fee, but he'll be a great player." So let everyone know, let me know if you've seen the lad or if you want him to see him in a red shirt in the next coming months. Let me know in the comment section below, everyone. And then Big Virgil continues and concludes really. Obviously he laughed and joked about the transfer fee anyway. And I think one of the reporters said, "Do you reckon he will cost as much as you?" And Virgil replied with saying, "They will pay less for Matthijs. The amount for me was very high, though. He said, now it's all, in all seriousness, it's just like that. And if he ever becomes the most expensive defender, he will be the first. I will be the first to congratulate him anyway. So that's just really the story on De Ligt. Everyone let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. He's a cracking defender anyway, but we're going straight into the Andy Robertson news anyway. Now, the truth about Andy Robertson's Liverpool's contract situation, as again, all the links to the full extent of these stories are in the description in the drop down, so definitely check them out after the show if you got spare time. So literally going straight into it. However, the reality is that there's been no talks about contract new extensions apparently, and none are planned over the course of this season. Liverpool delegates are apparently aware. Obviously, it goes on to say Robertson still has 3.5 years to run his contract he penned on his arrival in 2017. His current deal is heavily incentive, which means that the development has already been recognised financially by the Reds. Anyway, if you're not aware how the current contracts work in terms of Liverpool contracts, obviously Andy Robbo signed, and any new transfers that Liverpool have signed in the last couple of years, obviously it used to be Liverpool, say back in the day when Rafa was in charge, we'd throw say 150 at Milan Jovanovic. Yeah, I think he used to be on around that much anyway. But now we're signing players with a base contract, say about 50 to 80 grand. Obviously give that to Robbo. But in terms of their performance and payments anyway, if they reach a certain amount of assists, a certain amount of clean sheets now, Liverpool don't need to upgrade their current contracts, if you get me. So the contracts in which they've got, they are hitting basically bonuses within their weekly packages, which is great for them to see. We seen a couple of months ago, really, didn't we, with obviously Bobby Firmino. I think he only needs one goal in last season to get an extra, I think everyone was talking about it outside Liverpool, to get an extra 200 grand in his wage bump. And obviously all he does, he slides it across the box and gives it to Mohamed Salah for a goal, and everyone's like, oh, Bobby Firmino's not too greedy, really. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. Anfield officials believe it's unfair on the players to suggest there is a new deal on the table as and when inevitably no announcement is forthcoming. It would look like he stalling or dragging out negotiations. That would be further from the truth anyway. That's from, it's a great read anyway, so I would advise you on that. But really, in terms of what the story is saying in the Echo, is like there's no current offer in place, because the current offer and contract Robbo does have fits his current area and the form in which he's showing. But in the future, I hope we do whack Robbo with a good 5-year contract and put him on a good 120, 130 grand a week anyway, if he continues his development. Because it's refreshing as Liverpool fans, isn't it, to have a lovely quality left back at the football club. There's been so many years over the past couple of years. Life before Robinson was a very dark place. We all know about that, but it's great to see that he's provided great competition for Moreno, and he's got ahead of him, because we've got one of the best left backs in the Premier League anyway. So we'll go straight into, everyone let me know your thoughts on that story, and we're going to the final one now. Apologies everyone. Liverpool target Christian Pulisic opens the door to a Premier League dream move to the Prem. Goes on to say in the story, and now Pulisic, who obviously is goal record, 3 goals and 4 assists to his name in the Bundesliga this season. Leader so far, obviously has admitted it would be a dream move to the Premier League in the future. He goes on to quote, England, the Premier League is a league where lots of kids dream of playing, so there is no reason why maybe one day I won't play here. He told reporters ahead of United States friendly against England on Thursday. As you can see, we are having a great year at Dortmund, and I'm enjoying every moment of that. When the time comes for me to talk in the breaks about my future, then that's when those things happen. Like I said, reading these articles about me, which I'm reading now, I tend to stay away from that stuff. I don't know if it's going to be there, but it's not my priority to focus on that. my job and focus is the American national team and Borussia Dortmund and their title challenge this season. Yet again, it's great that I love his attitude. If we were to sign him in the future anyway, he's a good lad with a huge, bright future. If he continues the development we've all seen from Borussia Dortmund this season, Marco Reus, if you didn't see that match again, Marco Reus, apologies, if you didn't see their game against Bayern at the weekend, what a game. They were getting beat and then he pulled it back and Marco scored his 2 goals in injury time. Bayern scored a goal which was ruled out for the disallowed. Absolute chaos, but what a game of football. Possibly one of the best games of football this year in terms of watching football. That's how good it was. The 2 big houses in German football anyway, powerhouses. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Christian Pulisic. It's a name that will be cropping up over the next couple of 12 months, and especially in January. I think that's all the YouTube highlights and thumbnails will all be about Christian Pulisic, like I'm doing now as well. But we're getting straight onto your read out your comments as well. Just a quick one as well, if you've never seen this story, non-Liverpool related anyway, it's Premier League related, but Richard Scudamore is obviously retiring this year, and everyone, I think, outside the FA office is really having their own say, and I want to know your thoughts really. Do you think he very much deserves, I think it was £5 million bonuses or £10 million in bonuses anyway, for the job he's done? But I think a lot of non-chief executive FA members, like fans in general, every single one of us are thinking that money should be invested right into the grassroots of football. There's so much bad funding into grassroots, and everyone and me and you probably listening are like, that money could be very much invested. And that fella Richards, he's done a great job for the Premier League, grew the branding of the Premier League, made it the biggest league in the world, got the deals for Sky, BT, everyone. He's done a great job. But for me, I would like to see that money, him personally, invest that into grassroots. But is he warranted at that big payout? Everyone let me know your thoughts in that. Do you think he should keep his 5 to 10 million in bonuses at the end of the year when he does retire? Or do you think he should dip that money back into grassroots? Especially at a time when the government is cutting back grassroots sports funding and everything for all around the UK anyway. But we'll get straight into your ending comments anyway from the last episode. Thank you very much everyone for getting involved. Really do appreciate it. You're absolute legends. And if you are listening or watching this little podcast anyway, really do appreciate all your support. And we'll read out, we've got 6 more comments. LFC Spectre, I haven't heard from you in a long time, Jackie boy. Don't worry, Jack, you'll be winning an award one day. You're my Oscar. Nice one, fella. Obviously, if there's a lot of you that don't, obviously you're waiting on my notifications, always check back on my channel anyway. I know YouTube, not just me, but a lot of YouTubers in general do struggle with notifications, even if you are subscribed to a YouTube channel. I know there's a lot of people I'm subscribed to that I don't get notifications, and I go back on their channel. I'm like, oh, you haven't uploaded for a good week, and I go back and it's like, you've been uploading all week, and I've missed about 5-6 episodes throughout the week, and I'm like, oh, I have to sit down and watch all of them. But yeah, nice one, LFC Spectre, mate, absolute legend. LFC Bucky LFC, Jack, the reason why Alisson hails the defence because they have been solid. Bucky, absolutely spot on from yesterday's episode. If you haven't heard it, all these comments will probably make sense anyway. But if you have watched yesterday's episode, absolute legends anyway. But yeah, we talked about Alisson and his comments really about how Liverpool's defence has been a lot more solidified since he has come into the football club. This from Lewis Eggerly. Hey Jack, it's me, BKG Edge. I've decided to use my real name on my account, so just to let you know, it's still BKG. Nice one, Lewis, absolute legend. MKG Gaming, love the comments. Feature Jack, I've been following you since you were 1k subs. Now you are closer to 3k. Great work, mate. Thank you very much, mate. That really does mean a lot, and I know every single one is. When I do read back on the comments, or if I do see any comments really, I haven't forgot anyone since I've started this channel. I do this for my enjoyment and hopefully for your daily Liverpool dose of Liverpool news. Anyway, I enjoy and love doing this, and I'm coming back at this stronger anyway, so hopefully you are enjoying it. But we get straight into that. But yeah, definitely, mate, I do remember every single one of yous. Bruno Fontes, thank you very much, mate, for leaving your comments. Buddy, how are you, mate? I'm not too bad, mate. Hopefully you're not doing too bad, fella. My man Shaqiri is starting to show all these doubters, the ones that constantly criticised the lad before he had signed for Liverpool, labelled the lad lazy, lol, how wrong they were. I've said from the day one that Shaqiri has the potential to be world class, and if given a proper chance to prove himself, Shaqiri will shine at Anfield, mark my words. Liverpool were not great against Fulham, obviously talking about the post-match anyway, but that doesn't matter, they won 3 points. Jack, my words, Liverpool mark my words, Liverpool will either win the Champions League or become England Premier League champions. I very much hope so, fella. Very much hope so. Long, hard season to go, mate. Cheers for your comments. Tony Kelly, LFC, did you hear the news? One of the City medical staffers left them after 11 years to join us. It happened just recently, and James Pearce came out that the rumours we're not true. With not truth. Thank you very much, Tony. I was looking prior to the show, mate. I haven't been able to find anything on terms of that. I'll have another look for everyone tomorrow in terms of that story, Tony. But if that is true, obviously James Pearce does come out in a couple more days and does announce that it is true. It'd be lovely that we do steal a good member of the City's medical staff. And then Dennis Martin, to read off the last comments in today's episode. Everyone is saying Man City are going to get 100 points, yet we are 2 points behind them. And we are Liverpool and not playing well. Can't wait for when we do. You'll never walk alone. Dennis, absolutely spot on. What a fantastic comment to end the show anyway. When we do start playing better football anyway, the points are the most important thing, aren't they, everyone? It's great that we are picking up points anyway, but thank you very much, everyone. Hope you're having a quality rest of your Wednesday night or Thursday. Enjoy your Thursday, nearly the weekend, but I'll be back at you on Thursday with another episode. Enjoy your night, morning, wherever you are in the world. And if you like this episode, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new around here. We do a whole host of variety of shows, podcasts, post-match reactions, pre-match shows, live streams as well. It's a whole mixture on this channel anyway. So everyone, let me know your thoughts on today's episode. Get involved in all the stories, and all the stories will be in the full extent in the description, so you can go and check them out. But everyone, thank you very much for listening, and have a quality rest of your day, and you'll never walk alone. Ta-da.